Go ahead, Disha, start.
So, hello everyone. I am Dishari Mandal. I am a first year student of MBA at ICFI Business School, Bangalore. As the part of our project in business analytics, we are doing this project titled Employee Performance Analysis. So, this project basically focuses on analyzing employee performance using a structured dataset called employee performance dataset. This dataset contains 1,000 records and 12 variables, covering both demographic details like age, gender, as well as job related information such as salary, experience, department, and performance scores. By analyzing this data with tools like MS Excel and Microsoft Power BI, we can identify patterns, trends, and insights that will help in evidence-based decision making. This includes identifying strong performance planning training for employees who need support deciding on promotion, salary hikes, and overall their work performance. The project not only highlights descriptive statistics but also provides visual representations through various charts and tables and dashboards, making it easier to understand the workforce strengths and areas of improvement. So, in summary, this project demonstrates how data-driven analysis can support organization in improving employee engagement, enhancing the productivity, and ensuring sustainable growth. Now I would like to hand over this project to my next teammate.
Sure, thank you. So, hi everyone. Today I'll be sharing my contribution to our project on employee engagement, specifically focusing on how I develop an interactive Power BI dashboard to visualize and analyze the data. The idea behind this was simple, that raw data on employee engagement can often be overwhelming and difficult to interpret. My role was to transform that data into meaningful insights that management and other teams can quickly understand and act upon. So, what was the objective of the dashboard? The main objective of this dashboard was to answer some key questions like what factors are influencing engagement levels, such as tenure, age group, or job role, how we are engaged with the employees across different departments, what are the potential areas of concerns, and what are the strengths we can build on. So, by addressing these questions visually, we can aim to enable data driven decisions to improve employee satisfaction and retention. So, I have prepared two dashboards as we can see in the screenshot. One which is visualizing the insights through graphs and charts, and one I have dumped some important attributes from the data set into a single data table, which can quickly give you the access to the various important aspects of this data so that they can use it and come to a decision point. So with this, let me share my dashboard here. So this is the dashboard which we have created, which has been included with various charts. So first, to make this dashboard, first we have done the data preparation. I cleaned and structured the data which was being downloaded and considered as a secondary data from the Kaggle website and integrated into the Power BI seamlessly. Then I created some calculated columns here, like measured, if I go to the employees tab, measures tenure, average salary, and percentage of the female new hires. These are the calculated columns and measures which I have created to prepare this dashboard, and also built the visuals for keeping clarity and storytelling in mind by using bar charts, column charts, area chart. I have used line chart for showing the hiring trend and gender distribution also. So, and some KPI cards as well to show the overall engagement index. So I added filters and slices as well so that anyone can drill down by department, location, status, and session. And this will allow them to move from a high level overview to a very specific insight. And this is the employee data table, which I have created by taking out some of the important attributes and fields from the data set. So that, and also I have used conditional formatting on the salary column to identify the highest and lowest salary and the variation in that, considering green as high and red as the lowest. Now, what are the insights which some basic important insight which we have, we can generate from this? There are no much difference, or we can say there is a balance of gender from this data set. No single city dominates any specific department, so it's a kind of balanced geographical presence. Hiring trend is somewhat increasing, decreasing. It's not been very stagnant. Recently, after pandemic, we saw it's been decreased, and after that, suddenly in 2023, it's got increased. But again, in 2024, it's showing a bit of decrease. So it's kind of slowed, but not very stagnant. Average salary is, we can see, is not has a very narrow gap, not much difference between the departments of the organization. And majority of the employee in the organization, from this performance scores by department chart, we can see the majority employee are the young workforce, and very few are there from the senior workforce. So I can conclude by saying that my contribution was not just about building a Power BI dashboard, but about enabling to see the story behind the numbers and take proactive steps towards improving this engagement. So thank you. Now I would like to hand over the other part of the project to Dishari and Mehak. So yes, you can start.
So hello again, everyone. This side Dishari. So we have analyzed the data on Excel sheet. The dataset contains information on 1,000 employees across different departments. Key fields include age, gender, joining date, their experience, performance score, salary, and a department. Salary range from 2015 to 9,993, while performance scores range from 1 to 5. This information provides the foundation for calculating averages and identifying trends in employees' performance and pay structure. Uh, so in this calculation sheet, we see statistical summaries. The average age of employees is 40.8 years with a range from 18 to 65 years. The average salary is 5,917 with most salary falling between 3,830 and 7,903. The average performance score is 2.91 and the close to midpoint of 1 to 5 scale. Employees experiences average around 10 years, ranging from 1 to 2 years, 1 to 20 years. And interestingly, the correlation between age and salary is slightly negative, which is minus 0.03. So in this sheet, we have used the bar chart to show the average performance by department. It shows the HR has an average performance score of 2.86, and IT averages slightly higher at 2.98, and sales stands at 2.90. With overall company average being 2.91, this shows that the performance levels are fairly consistent across departments, with IT leading slightly. This suggests no department is lagging far behind, but also none are excelling dramatically. So in this graph, we have used one column chart to show the average salary by departments. salary comparison shows that the HR employees can earn average of 5,982 and IT employees average is 5,968. Sales employees average is 5,804, while the company-wide average is 5,917. The difference between the departments is modest, around 200 between the highest HR and lowest sales. This indicates a relatively balanced pay structure across departments. True sales earns slightly less on average despite comparable performance scores. So this histogram shows how performance is distributed. So 103 employees falls in the lowest brand score, which is 1, and 125 employees cluster around the mid range, which is 2, and higher performance scores travel off with fewer employees in 4 to 5 range. This distribution shows a majority of employees performing at average levels with smaller groups at the extremes. It highlights both stability in performance and an opportunity to lift the mid-level performance towards the higher achievement. So this was my contribution to this project. Now I want to hand over this project to my teammate Mahek.
Hello everyone, this is Mehak Jain. So I will be explaining remaining graphs. Zeba, can you change the graph? So in this graph, it shows experience histogram, which shows that most of the employees they have either mid-level range showing workforce larger composed of skill and professional. It shows us that organization have coarse and strong mid-level experienced employees because they are more efficient in supporting the operational efficiency. Entry-level employees are also there because they are needed for onboarding and mentorship. Highly experienced employees, they are also present, but they have a risk of retirement. So mix of both entry-level as well as experienced employees helps in sharing the innovation and continuity in the organization. So in this histogram, it is a age histogram which again helps in interpretation that organization have healthy balance of young as well as experienced employees. The mix of them is very important for the purpose of succession of the organization. The younger employees they helps in the new ideas and active recruitment, whereas the experienced employees they helps in the top level performance. So again, mixing both of them, it will helps in better efficiency of the organization. So here we have two types of chart. First one is a scatter chart showing performance score versus salary. It shows us that the first chart is a scatter plot showing us the different performance scores. There it is interpreting that there is no clear correlation between the performance of the employees as well as their salary. For every performance score that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are widely distributed around dollar 2000 and 5600. uh, so second chart is a bar chart which is showing the relationship between the average salary per for performance score. It shows us the salary for each performance score and provides a clear view of the trend. Employee with performance score 1 have highest average salary, followed by employees with the performance score 2 have the lowest salary, and the average salary the generally increases for the employee with performance score 2, 3, 4, and 5. So summarizing all of this, we can say that scatter plot shows wide range of salaries for each performance score. The second chart, that is the bar chart, it reveals that average employees with high performance score they are tending to earn more. An exception are at the highest group of the employees having the performance score of 1. So the next chart is a pie chart, which is showing the relationship between the three genders, that is female, male, and other. It shows us that the female employees have the highest average performance at score 3.11, followed by male and other categories having the lowest and close to each another, about 2.77 and 2.8% respectively. Next chart here, it is again a donut chart which is showing the relationship between the three genders in the organization. The main purpose of this organization is that it is showing employee status by the gender in the organization. Female having 332, male having 328 employees, and others having 340 employees. The chart interprets and analyzes that the other gender has highest count of employees at 340, followed by female and male, because they have a very similar distribution of the employees. So this was my part. Now I hand over to Siddhant for the purpose of explaining the other statistical analysis. Thank you.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
So, what I've contributed to the project is what I've gone for hypothesis testing using ANOVA. So, what ANOVA is, it's basically an analysis of variance that compares it uses the analysis of variance to compare two means of two different samples. So, our first problem statement, so what we've used two problem statements that we thought were relevant to our data. The first problem statement speaks about the mean performance across different sessions. So our null hypothesis in this case is the mean performance is the same, and our alternative is the mean performance is different. So I have used the data analysis tool that is available in Excel to conduct this analysis, and we get what we need to see from this result is the p-value. Since we get them, as we've chosen an alpha critical value of 5%, as we can see, the p-value is more than 0.05. So we fail to reject the null hypothesis, and we can conclude that the mean performance is the same across all the sessions. Right. So our second problem statement is we wanted to compare the means of, we wanted to know if there's a difference between the mean salary of males and females. So we've conducted ANOVA on the sample of the salaries of the male and the female employees. And again, yet in this analysis, in this result, we see that the p-value is more than 0.05. And yet again, we fail to reject the null hypothesis, and we can conclude that there's no statistical significant difference in the salaries of the employees.
Okay. Thank you, Siddhant, for your contribution. Now, Aparupa, would you like to please conclude the project? We have 1 minute only left. Please conclude it.
Hi everyone, my name is Aparupa Bhattacharya and I would like to conclude the project that my teammates has worked on. So in conclusion, our analysis of the employee performance dataset shows that the organization has a diverse and fairly balanced workforce across gender departments and location, with an average age of 41 years to 10 years of experience from high level to lower level. Salaries are equitable across functions and genders, but we found that the pay is not strongly linked to the performance, which may reduce the motivation for high performers. While most employees demonstrate consistent mid level performance, the high proportion of inactive employees highlights an urgent need for stronger retention and also engagement strategies. As a business analyst, we recommend that the company should focus on linking rewards more closely to performance, strengthening employee engagement, and addressing data quality gaps to drive long term productivity and sustainable growth of the company. Thank you.